So just for trying this technique out yourself, I'm going to show you a couple of quick tips of how you can use what you love or what you enjoy to help you with something that you might struggle with or find boring. So for me, it's drawing. If I was younger and I was trying to learn my times tables when I was younger, learning it off a worksheet would be difficult. In fact, I would resist it with all my might. But what if I wanted to make it more fun and make it easier at the same time? Well, first of all, I'd think about what do I like, and of course, I like drawing, and I like drawing cartoons, so I would maybe start off my times table homework by drawing a fun picture of a cartoon. And once I've done that, I've already got something that I enjoy and that I like. I like looking at it, there's no resistance to looking at it, it's fun. It's just like having a poster up in my room. But what if, whenever I was looking at that picture, I was learning my times tables at the same time, the information I was resisting? Well, there's lots of ways you can do that, but one simple way that I like to teach is just by writing the information inside the picture like this. So by putting it inside, the picture still dominates. I'm still looking at this picture because it's the cartoon and that's what I like, but now I can't help but take in the 5 times table information inside it. And by looking at this picture 5 minutes before I go to bed and 5 minutes when I wake up in my morning, having it in a good place on my wall, I can learn my 5 times table pretty easily over a number of days, or whatever information I put in there. It requires a little bit of discipline just to look at it, but it's a lot easier to motivate yourself to do that when you enjoy what you're looking at. And you don't need to be good at drawing for that either. You can print out a poster if you like. So the other tip I'm quickly going to show you is one where you can, again, I'll just use drawing as an example, but this goes for anything that you enjoy. I'm going to turn verbs, sometimes we struggle with literacy, with nouns, verbs, and adjectives and all that. I'm going to turn verbs into a little comic strip. And to show you that drawing skill isn't really the important part, it's all about the idea, I'm going to use stick figures for this one. So this is going to be a short story, just the beginning of a story in fact, of a stick figure with a top hat and a stick figure with spiky hair. And in this story, teaching verbs, it's going to teach what verbs are and it's going to make verbs easy to remember. So this top hat guy is going to start by asking the spiky hair guy, what's a verb? And the spiky hair guy could just reply, well, a verb is da-da-da, but for me that's a little bit boring. So for my sort of wacky Looney Tunes sense of humor, I'd like it if in the next panel the spiky hair guy just booted him into the air 20 feet and shouted kicking. Because kicking is a verb, it is a doing word, so he has told the top hat guy what a verb is. He's just given him a very physical example. And the top hat guy, of course, is furious, and in this cartoon world, no one really gets hurt, but they do get angry when they get kicked 20 feet in the air, so the top hat guy comes running back, chasing after the spiky hair guy, who's running away laughing cheekily, and while doing this, the top hat guy shouts, "You better run!" And run is another verb. And already in the first 3 panels, you can see how that comic would develop, how the situation would develop, and build on itself, and so on. But already, it's fun to read, and you're wondering what happens next, and you could even get to the point where you come up with a fun way of explaining why a verb is a doing word, but already I have given you 3 extra things to know what verbs are and remember verbs by. I've given you words, like a worksheet would, but I've also given you pictures, story, and daft jokes to remember what verbs are and understand what verbs are. And this is super fun, super easy, and there's no reason why you can't pick up a pencil and do it yourself. Not everyone is going to like drawing or be good at drawing, but drawing a stick figure, there really isn't all that much to it. So have a go at this yourself. Drawing's an easy place to start, but you can do this with writing, you can write a song, you can write a story, you can make a sports game out of it, whatever it is that rocks your boat. Have a go, and I'd love to see what you come up with.